So review exercise 1, book 3. Let's try to attempt these few questions. Solve each of the following equations by completing the square. Completing the square मैं पहले भी समझा चुका हूँ, but let's try to use completing the square in solving these equations. X square plus 8x. Now how do we solve using completing the square? We say this is our a square and this is our 2ab. 2ab को divide by 2 करते हैं. What do I get when I get 8 divided by 2? 4. तो b का स्क्वायर ऐड भी करते हैं, and we also subtract the square of b, and this is how we get a complete square. ये तीनों मिलकर complete square हो जाते हैं, which is a plus b whole square, and we are left with minus 16 plus 5. What is minus 16 plus 5? Yes, minus 11. So x plus 4 का square is 11. Now what do we do? Very good. No, we take square root on both sides. When we take square roots on our own, we say plus minus root of 11. So x plus 4 is equals to plus minus root of 11. So x plus 4 is positive root of 11, or x plus 4 is negative root of 11. So x is root of 11 minus 4, or x is negative root of 11 minus 4. These are the two values of x, and I'll expect you to leave the answer in third form. Completing the square similarly, it may be x square plus 7x. What is 7 divided by 2? Let that be 7 divided by 2. इसका स्क्वायर ऐड भी करते हैं एंड उसी का स्क्वायर सबट्रैक्ट भी करते हैं. Remember, we have to do paper round without the calculator, so we are making ourselves ready for all those things. X plus 7 over 2 का whole square minus 49 over 4 minus 3. अब अगर इसको सिंप्लीफाई करते हैं तो we have to simplify them by taking the LCM. इसमें LCM लेंगे, 4 का LCM लेंगे तो minus 49, और इसको उधर ले जाते हैं बल्कि equals to इस तरफ 49 over 4 plus 3. Now you can take the LCM. LCM आएगा 4 and this will be 49 plus 3 4s are 12. Numbers cannot add or subtract जब तक they do not have the same denominator, right? तो 4 नीचे आ गया और ऊपर 49 plus 12 59 61. Now what? Very good. Square root on both sides. X plus 7 over 2 square root से तो cancel हो जाएगा, plus minus square root of 61 over 4. 61 का तो रूट हम नहीं निकाल सकते, but can we find the root of 4? क्या होता है 2, and they are dividing, so I can write x plus 7 upon 2 is plus minus root of 61 upon 2. देख लो मैंने 4 को रूट से बाहर ले आया हूँ. अब क्या होगा? x plus 7 over 2 is plus root of 61 upon 2, and x minus x plus 7 over 2 is negative root of 61 upon 2. So x is 2 square root of 61 minus 7, and x is, नीचे 2 एक साथ ही लिख रहा हूं मैं, minus square root of 61 minus 7. जो बात नहीं समझ आई प्लीज लेट मी नो बच्चों. told me x square minus 11x, इसमें भी plus 11 upon 2 का whole square minus 11 upon 2 का whole square minus 7 is equals to 0. ये तो x minus 11 upon 2 का whole square हो गया, and I'm left with minus 121 upon 2 minus 7. This goes on the other side and I get ये 4 होगा, sorry, 121 upon 4 plus 7. X minus 11 over 2 का whole square, 4 LCM 121, 7 4s are 28. X minus 11 over 2 का whole square, 4, and 121 plus 28 is 149. Now what? हाँ बच्चों, square root on both sides. वन 49 का तो स्क्वायर रूट हम नहीं निकाल सकते, तो वी जस्ट फाइंड द स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 4 which is 2, x minus 11 over 2. Whenever we'll take the square root, हम प्लस माइनस दोनों लेंगे. Square root of 149 upon 2 and x minus 11 over 2 is negative square root of 149. ये 11 over 2 उधर जाकर ऐड हो जाएगा. Just write square root of 149 plus 11 and x is नीचे 2 आ गया. 11 minus square root of 149. Is this clear बच्चों? सवाल में समझेंगे. What we adding the square here, we are subtracting the square here from the same side. Another thing that we can do is that we can add the squares on both sides as well. So x square plus 1.2x plus 1.2 upon 2 का square, और वहां पे भी even on the other side 1.2 upon 2 का square. So this is another thing that we can do. Instead of adding and or subtracting on the same side, we can add on both sides as well. Now 1.2 upon 2 calculator में करो, what does this give you? You can divide it on your own as well. That will be 0.6. So I'm just writing it in a simpler way so that we understand. 0.6 का square plus 1 plus is equals to 1 plus 0.6 का square. So this becomes x plus 0.6 का square. 1 plus square of 0.6 is 0.36. X plus 0.6 का square is 1.36. Now what? हाँ बच्चे, square root on both sides. प्लस माइनस लगाना मत भूलना. Obviously, if you have your calculators, you can use your calculators. अभी मैं पेपर 1 के हिसाब से बता रहा हूँ बेटा. How do you attempt it? So square root of 1.36 या x plus 0.6 is negative square root of 1.36. X is square root of 1.36 minus 0.6. X is negative square root of 1.36 minus 0.6. Obviously, if you have the calculators, you can put these values in the calculators and simplify. या कोई ऐसा root हो जो आप निकाल सकते हो, then that's a different thing. Is this clear बच्चों? Now we'll move on to the quadratic formula. Let me write down the quadratic formula for you. Obviously, you can put these entire values in the calculator if you're concerned with paper 2. Paper 1 में you don't have the calculator, so you leave your answer as it is. Is this clear? अच्छा, मैं बता दूं जरा quadratic formula. So first you must understand, for the quadratic formula, the quadratic equation must be written in this way. ये लिखना बहुत जरूरी है so that you understand what A, B and C are. Only then can you use this quadratic formula. A is the coefficient of x square. B is the coefficient of x. C is what you call the term that is independent of x. Then you use the quadratic formula to get your values of x. Just like in question number 2, part A. Now, can you tell me the values of A, B, and C? What is your value of A? A good practice is to write down the values of A, B, and C initially. A is 2, B is 6, and C is 1. Now, you can simply input these values. Minus B की जगह you put in plus 6. Square root of B square, which is 6 का square, minus 4A is 2. C is 1 divided by 2A. Is this clear? मैं paper 1 के हिसाब से बताऊंगा. Obviously, we have paper 2. You can use the calculator. but I expect you to understand it through surds as well. -6 plus minus under root. What is the square of 6? 36. Minus 4 twos are 8, and you are left with 4 in the denominator. So -6 plus minus 36 minus 8 is 28 upon 4. Okay, can you do prime factorization for 28? I'll tell you how to convert that into surds as well. -6 plus minus under root. What do I write in place of 28? Can I write 2 into 2 into 7? Can I do that? अब 2 जब पेयर में है तो वो बाहर आ सकता है, +-2 स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 7. अब 2 कॉमन लेके -3 प्लस माइनस स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 7 upon 4. Now this 2 and 4 can cancel out, and the final answer that you are left with is -3 plus under root 7 upon 2 and -3 minus under root 7 upon 2. This is how you get the answers if you're dealing with paper 1. Very good. A is -7. Be very careful. And C is -2. Be very careful with using the formula. ये minus तो the minus is on its own. B की जगह what you are plugging in? What do you want to put in place of B? No, -7. तो माइनस तो एक बाहर भी लगा हुआ है, एंड बी की जगह -7 प्लस माइनस अंडर रूट ऑफ -7 का होल स्क्वायर -4. A is 3 and C is -2 divided by 2 into 3. Again, using or attempting this without the use of calculator, क्योंकि पेपर 1 में तो नहीं होगा. How will we do this without using calculator? What is the square of 7? 49. Very good. And what will this be? 4 3s are 12 2s are, ये फाइनली माइनस हो गया प्लस हो जाएगा, +24. हाँ, so this will be +24 divided by 6. So x is, can you tell me what do you get inside the square root? 49 plus 24 is 49 plus 24, 70 upon 6. Obviously, if you have the calculator, you can just put it in the calculator, फिर तो काम ही खत्म हो जाता है ना. अब 73 की प्राइम फैक्टर दोनों में आ सकता है बेटे. पेपर 1 में आता है तो they expect you to leave the answer just like this because you cannot do further. If it is in paper 2, you will just put these values in the calculator and that will give you your answer in decimals. Is this clear? Next 2 खुद attempt करके बताओगे मुझे जल्दी से, शाबाश. सही है? Again, without using the calculator. A is -4, B is 1, and C is 5. Is that right? -B plus minus under root of B का square -4. A is -4, C is 5. Divided by 2, A is -4. Okay, -1. What do you get inside the square root? 1. 4 4s are 16 5s are, और साइन क्या हो जाएगा? और माइनस इंटू माइनस है ये, तो इसमें व्हाट डू वी गेट? प्लस अंडर रूट 80 और नेगेटिव अंडर रूट 80. प्लस हो जाएगा ये 80 inside the root and divide by -8. Is that right? So what do you get inside the square root? Very good. And can you tell me the square root of 81? Very good. फिर क्यों डरते हो भाई? Few people know everything, माशाल्लाह से. So what is there to worry about? So what do you get? X is -1 plus 9 upon -8. X is -1 minus 9 upon -8. So if you simplify it, ये क्या हुआ? 8 upon -8, and this one became -10 upon -8. ये तो हो गया -1, and this one became -5, sorry, yeah, 5 upon 4. So what about this one? Wrong. सबसे पहला काम इस पे क्या करना है? Very good. All the terms should be brought on one side. This will become -5x minus 1. Now you decide what is your A, B, and C. 9. What is your A? 3. And what is your B? -5. And what is your C? -1. Now you apply the quadratic formula and you tell me what is your answer. Plus minus under root of -5 square minus 4 A C upon 2A. Be very careful with the values that you plug in. 25 plus 4 3s are 12, and this is 6. 5 plus minus under root 37 upon 6. So x is 5 plus under root of 37 upon 6. Is this clear?